Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Wednesday, the 5th of September, September 5th. Good morning, Monique, and happy birthday, Monique. Happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating their birthday. Okay, so I have entitled this perspective, The Real You. And thank you for all who are joining me already. And so the question is, I have a question for you today. The question is, how much of you do you bring when you step into the room? How much of the real you are you bringing when you step into the room? If you have been tempted, you've been tempted to play small, to minimize who you really are, to minimize your natural gifts and talents and strengths, if you've been tempted to downplay what you have, what you've earned, what you've gained, you are setting yourself up for tremendous conflict when the real you decides to show up, because you have taught the people, you have taught the audience, you have taught the relationship that, and you have declared, this is who I am. No one comes in saying, okay, this is just the 40% version of who I am just so I can get in there. No, we present ourselves as being authentic. We present ourselves as being the real deal when we show up in relationships, when we show up in marriages, when we show up on the job, when we show up on the team. And when the real you decides to show up, there's going to be conflict, because they may not have signed up for the real version of you. And what I'm finding, even innocently so, even naively so, welcome to all who are joining me on both platforms. I see you out there. Would love some feedback. Hey, Miss Bridget, good morning. And Jean, Kendra, Miss D even, hello there. So the question is, how much of you really shows up when you come in, when you step into the room, when you step into the organization, when you step into the relationship? Because again, I find I find people, I'm looking at it live and in color, and you can be tempted to do this. To make others feel comfortable. Oh, well, I didn't want to say all that, yeah, I could have got up there but I didn't want to, I want to stay in my lane. Okay. Are you staying in your lane out of a need to make someone else feel comfortable? Because that is who you are training them. We teach people how to treat us. You are training them that this is who you are. You are training and teaching them. You're training and teaching people that this is who you are. This is who you can expect. This is the real deal. And when the real version shows up, you're going to cause conflict or discomfort. So how much of you are you dropping at the door for a job, for a relationship, for a friendship, for a marriage, for the opportunity to be part of this team, to be part of this group, to be part of this organization? How much of you do you leave at the door? Because I will submit to you, if you honestly ask and answer the question and you find yourself leaving a large percentage of yourself at the door, there's going to be some problems, even with yourself. When you tire of playing small, when you tire of seeing everyone else be authentic, and you know that you're still in shackles, you know that you do not think or say or respond the way you naturally would, you know that you are downplaying some gifts, some talent, some education, some strengths. When you know that you're downplaying that, I promise you, You're going to have some, it's called cognitive dissonance. Okay, it doesn't work. It goes against who you really are. So I'm just asking, she's here to ask a question. You get to answer the question. Okay, but I am imploring you to ask and answer the question honestly. How much of myself do I have to drop at the door every day for a job, for a relationship, to be part of this team? I have taught them to expect right here, because we teach people how to treat us. And so you get to ask and answer, and I am hopeful that you bring your full self, at least a good 80% of yourself. That loud, crazy, sometimes trifling portion of who we can all be. Okay, you can leave some of that out. You can leave some of that out sometimes. But if you are leaving a big percentage of your true self at the door in order to fit in order to make others feel comfortable, I would suggest to you that you rethink that. Because if that environment, if that relationship, if that team, if that job cannot handle the true version of who you really are, if they only want a small percentage of the real you, you may need to find a new circle, a new relationship, a new job, a new team to be a part of. Okay, it's just a thought. It's just a thought. Again, thank you for all who are joining me. If you have to leave a huge percentage of the real you at the door every time you step in, rethink where you're stepping. Rethink where you are stepping, especially if it is to make someone else feel comfortable. Especially if it's to make someone else feel comfortable. I'm serving the purpose of others. Thank you. When you wake up and realize that, when you wake up and really realize that, wait a minute, I'm doing this for everyone else. I'm serving others, and my purpose, my full purpose is being stuffed down. I did some of the stuffing, but it's being stuffed down. It's being held on. It's being pushed and shoveled and stifled and smothered. That's enough to make you say, wait a minute, something's got to change. This 30% version of who I am, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. It feels like I'm suffocating. It feels as if I'm living a lie. Okay, it feels as if I'm not being authentic. It's like as soon as I get out of there, whew, take that mask off. Okay, now I can really be. And this is what I really thought about it. And this is what I wanted to say. And this is what I could have done had I not been so intimidated to downplay what I can bring to the table, what I can bring to the team, what I can bring to the relationship, what I can bring to the marriage, what I can bring to the job. And so that's it. That is what I'm offering to you today, for you to go back and think, how much of you do you have to drop off at the door? Or are you able to bring your full self to the table? Okay, life is short. Life is short, and the older we get, it goes by faster. And so if we are spending half of our time faking it for others to feel comfortable with who we are, I would suggest you reconsider. Just a thought, just my perspective. Okay, thank you again for all who have joined me. If you find value, share it out. And until next time, take real good care of yourselves.